Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here for Kyoukai no Kanata episode 7. Last week's episode was. What do I even say about last week's episode? It was a deeply emotional, highly dramatic episode chock full of character development that was obviously integral to the overall plot. Um, Found out just so much about all these characters and their true deepest desires and their strengths and weaknesses and their goals and motivations and what they're running from, their flaws and their bonds with each other. And we really developed that relationship between these four characters as they move together. And we even brought I in there for a little bit. And I'm just bullshitting completely because last week's episode was a fucking trip. It was a complete left turn from everything that we've had in the show so far, and a complete like disconnect from the overall plot. Somebody just took the episode 14 OVA and threw it into the middle of the season because it would be fun. And you know what? It was fun. It was pretty enjoyable for a goofy comedic episode that was completely out of place in the show that it is part of. Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was full of raunchy humor and one solid joke that was the entire episode build up, and a surprisingly good, well choreographed like idol song. But it was in no way, shape, or oh god, I'm like my camera is like recording. That should not be happening. I accidentally hit a button when I was messing with settings earlier. Holy shit. Hopefully things are okay. Sorry. Okay. It was a weird episode. It was a strange episode. It did, as far as I can tell, absolutely nothing to further the plot, except to have like a goofy moment with our friends, which makes me think that because we just went from hyper dramatic, like, oh god, this girl from my childhood came back and there was the hollow shadow thing, and we found out that we're both monsters and we showed compassion for each other in our monstrous states and like had all these really genuinely romantic moments of like, no, you're just a glasses girl and I think you're super cute and you're not all these horrible things and I love you. It was super cute and also super dramatic and stuff, and then hard cut to trying to take down this flying fruit Yomu and doing an idol performance for it because reasons. Doesn't feel like a part of this show, feels like a really weird episode. I don't want to dwell on it too much, but god, why it's so weird. But we're gonna move on to the next episode now. I'm going to assume that we took our hard left turn, so we're gonna like take a hard Yui, come back to the plot line, make another left, and then continue on going the way that we were before. I don't know. I would be deeply surprised if this was another Goofy episode. I would fully expect this to delve into, like, Mirai's horror and self-loathing and stuff, because that shit doesn't just go away because you made a connection with a friendo, or you got invited into a club. Like, she still doesn't feel like she deserves those things, or can be allowed to deserve those things. I know that the episode's title for today is The Color of Clouds, which is either white or bluish, which is why I turned the lights to blue. But I don't know what that means, and I don't know why that's going to be the thing. It sounds kind of nostalgic, so I'm wondering if it's flashbacky, like we get a scene of Mirai with that older girl, like looking up the clouds and stuff, or something like that. I don't know. We really haven't done anything to address all the shit that happened in episode 5 because we just like have that shit happen, have them like dying in each other's arms and like, oh shit, we can be friends. And then it's just like hard cut, we're doing club stuff and also seeking out this Yomu so that Mirai can get fed and what? What? I don't know. Last week's episode really threw me. This week's episode should be normal-ish. I expect it will be like hard darker. And the juxtaposition between last week's episode and this one will be kind of scary and kind of weird because we go from such goof to not goof. Prove me wrong, show. Prove me wrong. Give me another goofy episode out of place for no reason. Do that for no reason. Come on. No, I think we're going to be dropping back into storyline. What is storyline is another nice question for us. We really don't know. The Hollow Shadow's arrival was like an ominous thing, but it's gone now. We fucking defeated it. It was the scariest thing that we had, and it's not the big bad evil guy. So who's the big bad evil guy? I think it's probably the association. It seems to track. We've been doing some like ominous composition around Mr. Association Boy, so I would fully expect that we dive into that stuff. And then we've got this situation where he's got this girl who fights for him, and we discovered that she can jam her spear pike thing into Yomu in order to slurp up their energy juice. I don't know what she grabs from them that powers up her weapon. I have no idea. But she's an interesting character because she's got like the dead fish eyes, and she's clearly been like either radicalized or like manipulated by this association boy, using the like dangling carrot of revenge against Mirai as the reason to fight for him. I think I'm going to assume that he's evil and that she's going along for the ride as a puppet, and that we are probably going to try to save her. I don't fucking know. I could definitely see a like, I couldn't save your sister, but maybe I can save you sort of situation going down. That could be cool. Could be a cool plot line. As far as I don't know what else is coming, I need to stop talking and start watching. Last week's episode is such a throw for a loop that like what happens next, I don't know. Back to storyline, I guess. Let's do it. So yeah, I've blathered for 8 minutes or so. Let's watch The Color of Clouds, episode 7 of Kyoukai no Kanata. I've got the episode up and ready to go. It's sitting at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video. You can find a picture version with the video up there in the link in the description, and there will be a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you want to do a sneaky thing, sync up your own copy with the timer-based version, you're totally welcome to do something to get your beep beep timer. Let's go. Okay, we're back here. Are we going to focus on girl? We're from her perspective. Cherry blossom. Yarp. 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 Okay. That feels about right. You want to talk darkness? Talk about, like, the girl on a revenge mission because her sister died because her sister got possessed and Mirai had to kill her. That's pretty dark. These last 3 episodes have felt like a light switch. Just like flick, 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 flick. Light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. A little bit whiplashy. But that's okay. As long as we can, like, return to story and do it okay, we'll be right on the money. You see, I've got tea. I need nicotine. That's what I need. Great. Let's go. Where are we at? I hear mechanical sounds. Oh. Okay. A weak spirit hunter, indeed. Wow, that is actually really pretty. Looks like sculptures that I've seen. What the fuck? Okay, that was pretty neat. Ah, she doesn't have powers. Got it. The weapon is something. Little tiny bead. And that goes into... That's really creepy. It's a Yomu itself, isn't it? She has to feed it. And she's the bell. Okay. Bell lost home. Okay, so she has memories and feelings. Orifice were... Oh my god. Ah, you completely. You think it was punishment? Maybe she's just into boys' love. AKB48. Got it. Oh, you thought it would be. Yeah, right. Okay. In your imagination, if you want to. Sure, buddy. There we go. Glorious. Wonderful. Oh, you're here. Oh, eaten free. Hell yeah. Are there more of them than there were? Yeah, there are. Instantly appears. Excellent, excellent. This is fun. Outbreak of mirror spaces? Did she just sneeze? She just sneezed a new... Yeah, okay. Ugh. Oh, hi, Nino. Dedikashi. That's Sawa-chan sensei. Just tied it back on. She's coming to school. Excellent. Excellent. Good drama. Perfect. Let it happen. Oh, let's go. That's good shit. That's good drama. No. No, no. Face it. No, 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 no. Face it. Face it. Let the murderer come to school. What the fuck? Oh, for sure. Yeah. She's gonna try to kill you as much as she can. It's kind of a reversal on the first thing, you know? I don't think it closed shit for Sakura. Yeah, fully identifies as Yui's killer, even though she's not responsible for it. Oh, I know that feel. Big mood. Big mood, Mirai. I just suck at life. All right. Moon motif, cloud motif, run into Sakura. That seems really inefficient. Oh, shit. I take back what I said about inefficient. Oh, God. Oh, no. This is not the way I wanted this to go. Oh, geez, let that go. Let go of that. Let go of that. That's a cursed item. Let it go. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Yeah. Like a coffin. Hello. Nothing weird about this. Okay, good night. Yep. Yeah, that's the question. There we go. No. Mechanical eating. Okay. Yeah. Time to ask about that. Can we ask about that? I gathered that much. Can we ask more questions about that? What effect does it have upon you? Because that looked like it hurt. You can keep this? Why does the Otoko, some man, the association boy? Okay, full driven revenge plot girl. Interesting thing to infer. Thank you for explaining. That's gotta be Mirai. Please no murder right now. No, Kinijinai. Oh no. Oh, this is so awkward. Gimme. Nope, nobody's here. Nope. Definitely not another girl over here. Ah, the. Nope. And she's off. Your mortal enemy? It is not Minsky Senpai. That would make sense, though. That is so far from even. What? That's a crazy thing to. Now that. He's half Dream Shade. What's wrong with that? Wow. You've got a really high opinion of Akihito. That makes sense, too. This girl is trying to murder you. Oh, my phone! Okay. Oh, she just fully dissociated. And she can't even count. And she's gone. And so's your window. Thanks, Sakura. That is my name. Okay, bye. Oh, she ate the whole plate. I ate the whole plate. All right, new student. Hello, evil girl. Welcome to class. No big explosion of, oh, she's so cute stuff. Sure. Oh, she takes them off. Completely different. Blech. Blech. What the fuck? Certainly. Does he have a pair of glasses on a little mini couch on his what the fuck? Oh, hi, I. Yeah. Just, twisted. And damaged. Aww. That's about all I can do. Okay. Okay. But she had a deep-seated, regret. Oh, hi. Whispering in your ear. Jesus, fuck. I don't like that. Do you know something that you're not letting on here, homie? Oh, color of clouds. We're starting ethereally. Uh-oh. This is murder time. Yeah, they both know this is gonna happen. Hello. So you want to continue? Of course. You're not very good. Not a very good spirit hunter, are you? That was cool momentum change. Okay. That's not gonna help you much. That blood still got... Oh, God, she is fully unleashed. And she's gone. Behind you and above you. Oh, or down there. This is a cool sequence. Or like a cool location. Sure. Can't let you have the burden that I've been holding. Got it. Cool. That's a glowy boy. Ah. Dun, dun, dun. On time. Oh, fire. Okay. Fire in a tunnel. It's a dream shade itself, right? It's gotta be. Are we gonna get a backfire? Yeah, we are. It's gonna take her over. Yep. Yep. Uh-oh. Fair, I guess. Okie dokie. Oh, Jesus. Ooh. Do not Do not get cocky right now, dude. She's got some shit that she has not unleashed yet. She's gonna go last resort. She's in a corner. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Wait, she's giving up? I don't buy it. There we go. Oh, she gave up. It took over. Oh, no. Can her blood save her? Is this futile? All right. Is the weapon gone? Hi. Yeah, I just saved your life from your fucking stupid staff. Can I get a little respect? We're gonna get a cute smile. For being able to be normal. This is like a bad moment. I feel scared. Because we're making inroads, like we're making contact. Like, dude comes from around corner and shoots her type of bad moment, you know? Like, we get our moment of connection to Sakura. She gets hard murdered by somebody. There we go. We've got motivation. Okay, that's very cute and very sad. We're just gonna leave it? We can do that? We can do that? Yeah, we can do that. Okay, then. I am shocked that that didn't go much darker, much faster. Yeah, we're getting a full come around now. I'm not confident. I'm expecting a bullet through the bell into her heart. I'm fully expecting bullet through the bell through her heart. Okay, not quite. Bullshit. Oh, he's already got what he needs. Excuse me? Retrieve the hollow shadow? What is that expression? The entire floor just became a glassy reflection. Reflection in the OP. This is an opening. A lull? Oh, hey, name drop, title drop. What lies beyond the horizon? Physical horizon, the floor. We get all those reflected sequences in the OP, but the reflected sequences are reversed, so reality's underneath. Okay. Well, this episode went places I didn't expect it to go, and then didn't go places that I expected it to go. Wow. Those last 5 minutes were a lot of tension, and I am carrying that tension in my shoulders right now. It feels really bad. Ow. Okay. Let's see if there's an after credit scene. After credits? No. So, finally, the lull is coming. All right, that is interesting, and no idea what it means. A period of stagnation where nothing changes? I need to hear that line again. Period of stagnation where everything comes to a halt. Define everything. Define halt. Define stagnation. What the fuck do you mean? I don't know. I don't know. Does that mean just like there's no spirits for a while, or the time free? Like, what does that mean? I have no clue. Color of Clouds episode title, an episode drenched in rain. Backstory on Sakura, some good jokes. The whole AKB thing is actually a pretty funny sequence, I think. Some cool action moments. I don't know. This all feels so thin though. And so fast. It feels so rushed. Which is a part of why I thought she was just gonna get dead instantly. 'Cause that tracks so well for her character type. It tracks so perfectly. She's the sister of the girl that Mirai had to kill. She's been like indoctrinated into a set of like beliefs and like a desire to kill Mirai from her revenge as an adolescent. She's not grown up since she used to be, right? And she's just been living in that rage revenge place. We finally get to speak to her, which is all that Mirai has been trying to do. Something that, like, I wouldn't have expected to happen for 4 more episodes, in which she is constantly harrying them or like attacking Mirai after school to create like a compare contrast with Akihito being attacked every day at school. Like continued that, have a dynamic where for multiple days she is a student at their school and is actively trying to kill Mirai, and it's like awkward. There's tons that can be done with that, and I expected that all of it was going to be done with that. As soon as we got the bad magical girl moves into the same school as the magical girl sort of a plot line, I'm like, I'm familiar with this. Let's go. We can do an entire season of this if we want to. Like, it's not that hard. And then we fully like wrap and resolve this plot line by the end of this episode emotionally. Like, there's still elements to this plot line that can continue, but like Sakura as a character is here to be used by Mr. Association to feed the staff, and her entire emotional journey just ends right here. I mean, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it continues in some weird ways, but like, what? What? Sudden backstory for this character, full comprehension of who she is, an indication that she's been misled by the real bad guy, right? And then we don't kill her at the end. When, like, the way that it makes so much sense to kill her at the end of this episode, and they don't. I don't understand. And I want to be clear, like, I'm not mad that she's not dead. I'm wigged out by the way that this episode set up an obvious death for Sakura and then didn't follow through on it for reasons. Like, it's a perfect obvious death. You find out just enough to know who the bad guy is, and then the bad guy eliminates his trail, right? And suddenly you've got this massive emotional, like, why would in future, why will Mirai and Akihito and people fight against Association Dude or whatever? Well, because he's bringing back the Hollow Shadow and he's a big bad evil boy who wants evil stuff for evil reasons. I don't know why. He does, right? That's our reason. But what could that reason be? That reason could be because I just had a chance to connect with my childhood friend who is the like last living remnant of the person who I couldn't save, who I had to kill, whose death has shaped my entire existence, and I have like the emotional possibility of creating a connection with this person and getting her to stop hating me, and that's like the first step on my personal Mirai's personal journey to forgiving herself, is like this moment of connection with Sakura and recognizing that this child, because again she hasn't developed in any way psychologically, so she is a child who is angry about the death of her sister and wants revenge, and also wants to keep this staff so that she can have powers, which all wraps up into the thing, and creates a juxtaposition with Mirai's powers, which are like she has the powers that she didn't ask for, and they're really scary, and she can hurt stuff around her if she's not like careful. Then this girl like wants powers desperately, and so she hurts things to get them. And we get all of that and we connect to her for that moment, and then she's taken away, and the chance to like regain safety is taken away from Mirai by Mr. Association. That's just such a better story. It's just such a better story for this episode. Again, obviously, I have no idea what's coming in the future. We could have tons of great stuff with Sakura being a member of the squad or whatnot, but this episode was perfectly constructed to have her die right here. Like, right here. I thought we were going to go monochromatic red, bullet hole through the bell through her chest, she's dead. Like, hard dead, instant cut, boom, gonzo. And I would have been thrilled by that. I would have been thrilled by it, because she's a minor character that doesn't matter at this point. But killing her narratively gives perfect motivation to get into second half of storyline and get darker, and it doesn't happen. And I have to be clear here, like, this isn't me being mad about, like, oh, why isn't the story the way that I want it to be? This is me being mad about, this is a clear opportunity for a really good story element, and it's not happening for reasons that don't make sense to me, because I don't know what the future is, and maybe Sakura plays some significant role in the future as is, but if she doesn't, if Sakura as Friendo living on doesn't provide something important to the story, then she should die right now. 100%. And this isn't a knock against KyoAni, and it isn't a knock against the scriptwriter for this episode or anything like that. This is just a knock against the author, the OG author of the book. Why you no kill Sakura? It would be perfect right here. All right, I need to stop dwelling on that, because there's a lot more to this episode, and it takes a lot to get me to the point where I think that an episode has a perfect setup for a particular plot line, even if that is not followed through with. I think that this episode does a great job of setting up Sakura. Kind of. Sort of. Going from her perspective, showing what she's going through, why she's motivated in the way that she is, and showing her being kind of a badass is super cool. I particularly love this little piece of water animation. The like sheets of vertical water that pour out remind me of like is it in Grand Central Station, where there are like the like there are like pillars with this kind of a design? It reminds me of like the Venus de Milo or things like that. It's got a particularly ethereal vibe to it, and it's super neat. I just think it's a really cool piece of animation. It looks super dope. And for that to move into this little tiny fish monster is attacking her, and it's like a super teensy tiny dude with a little tiny gem thing. Crazy. Okay, so in flashback, we show everything in sort of a grayscale, so she can't see in color, right? It's also just flashback, flashback shorthand. It looks purple to them. We immediately let us know that Sakura doesn't have Spirit Hunter powers. She is envied by Yui, her sister, who is a Spirit Hunter, for her normalcy. This is a classic sibling relationship archetype thing. One of them has something that the other one doesn't, and they kind of both envy each other for that. You'll see it constantly as, like, one of them's really good at sports and is popular and shit, and the other one's really good at books and, like, stays home a lot, and the sports guy actually really envies the books guy, and the books guy really envies the sports guy. Classic sort of a situation where the end game is just everybody loves each other, and that's super neat. Okay, little tiny Pearl, And we see this staff actually move for the first time, and it is alive, is the only way that I can put it. Those tentacles are fucking alive. What is it? I have no idea. Is it a Yomu? Probably. Is it a cursed item with a Yomu spirit inside of it? Maybe. Something like that. Seems about right. It is clearly cursed and clearly dangerous, and it clearly drains a shitload of energy from her, which is terrifying. Okay, HND 48. I do wonder what the HND part is supposed to be. I just don't know, but it's obviously reference to Akihaba, AKB 0048, whatever. That idol group with the billions of people. Okay, some cute moments, some fun jokes, and then the idea that it was all replaced with the Orifice Worker audio dramas is excellent, actually. I think that Orifice Worker is hilarious, and the running gag that they continue to talk about this throughout the episode is very funny. And I gotta say, it's quite good. This is a great gag. Like later, I think there's a line that's like, what do they even do at this office building? Which makes it clear that Hiroomi is like, he's actually listening to them for funsies. So, you know, you can take what you want to take from that, if you want to. Hiroomi likes yaoi now. Good. Great. Cool. I mean, that tracks. That tracks perfectly. Also, some solid gag, a solid gag around, like, yeah, she's the only one who goes so far into, what did you do? All I did was sign her up, blah, 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 just picture it, and then we get all crazy about it, and then there's the hard cut to, like, oh, she's just here, and she's been here this whole time listening to you. It's a solid little gag, and actually, that little gag makes me want to go and look up staff and stuff, so let's go look up staff and stuff. ANN, Kyoukai no Kanata, we're on episode 7, so I need to find episode 7, storyboard and episode direction. Noriyuki Kitanohara. Hey, buddy. That's a familiar name. That's because you've been on every KyoAni show that I've watched. Cool. Storyboard, episode direction, Shunibyo. Okay, cool. Nothing super too fancy. And then Shoko Ikeda is episodes 3 and 7 on animation direction. That tracks. Cool. That's all I needed to know. Udon Day. This is quite fun that there are just all these, like, middle-aged dudes here just eating the fucking hot broth udon, going at it, and then Mirai just 150 yen, gotta pack it in, just gotta pack it in. Hell yeah. Very good. Little gag around, like, the baseball, which breaks the, oh no, it's an open window, I guess. Bounces in, breaks some stuff, and then she into scene, just shows up immediately to yell at them, is very fun. She does sound like a grumpy old man. Great. Let's move on, shall we? Nino shows up. Girl who was trying to kill you, right. Why does she care? Why does Nino care? Oh, right, she's moving in. That's why. Do you want to reject her? No, obviously not. It's not gonna actually help anything. And yeah, Hiromi trying to convert Akihito to belief in wait, which number is he on? He's still on number 1, so he's trying to get him to watch to listen to this show that he likes now. He's like, no, just listen to episode 1, I promise. It's not about the sex, you'll really get into the characters. I mean, into the character. Okay, I'm done. Cool. Lines. Memories of a bell, powerless, bell lost, mirror spaces. Oh yeah, what are mirror spaces? Somebody mentioned that. I don't know what that is. Cool. I can keep this lent on condition. Retrieve the hollow shadow. A lull is coming. Cool. I'm not missing anything yet. We flash back to these scenes. And this moment kind of gets to me a little bit. And it's because we yeah, the like hardcore tight shot demonstrative emotion. I want to throw this out there. How different is this close up center frame lips, close up center frame tighten of hand? How much less does this impart than any time that Naoko Yamada directs an episode that has emotion demonstrated through character movement? Like, how... This is so on the nose, right? like, visual language wise, like, close in on her lips, she's speaking, this is important speech, and then hold hand close to chest, like, I feel deeply about this. This is so on the nose direction wise. Every time that Yamada does anything where her characters demonstrate or convey emotions physically through gesture, it's so much less flat than this. And I do mean flat. A part of it is the angle choice that we're just flat on. We're not from the perspective of Mitsuki walking next to her, which would cause us to see her like framed in profile and be like sidelong glancing at her. We're not in a framing that shows Mitsuki responding to her. There's nothing to it. It's just flat. We're a random disembodied camera sitting in front of this girl who's walking directly toward us, and we're tracking with it. It doesn't line up quite right. Every time Yamada just nails this shit. Hold on. Just for fun. Let me just go randomly skim through episode 5 until I find something. Okay, this is where they're pervin, so maybe not where they're pervin. Okay, here's a random moment from episode 5. In this moment, Mitsuki sees a person carrying one of the candles up there, right? Immediately after this, there's this cut, and then she does this little moment of playing with her hair kind of nervously, and that's it. Still part of the conversation, part of the framing, part of the world. Not going to hyper close up, but there's so much more character to it, right? Another one, twizzling her drink, boom. Oh, little moments like their hands touch when they do this, or the hand against the everything every time. God, fuck, why is Yamada so much better than everybody else at her job? It's insane. It doesn't make sense. She's so talented. I don't understand it. Okay, we're back to episode 7, Color of Clouds. We do this. I don't know why she's being attacked by these bird monster things, but hey, blast them. This is a very scary bird monster. I do really like the, hang time into gigantic opening maw coming straight down at her. It's pretty dank. And then we demonstrate the full power of this thing. Obviously, like an actual unleashed power of the thing with the weird tentacles that go everywhere. Very scary. And yeah, we take the thing and it starts to bind to Akihito and steal his soul, I guess? I really don't know. It caused his skin to start cracking and some of that Yomu-ness to start glowing through. Do I know what that means? I do not know what that means. I haven't the foggiest clue. This shot is very evocative. It looks like being in a coffin, because partly because the way her hair is all splayed out and stuff like that. I don't know if that's intentional. I assume that it's intentional. I don't know. Fuck it. And then Omurice, but it's shitty. Great. Move along. Boing, boing, boinga. I feed it shade so it goes stronger. Blah, 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 blah. What's the point of doing that? We have, our deepest conversation in the series almost, and it's just kind of flat. It just is. It was lent to me on one condition, that I kill Kuriyama Mirai. Cool. That tracks completely, confirms our feelings that Association Boy is strongly involved here, if him coming back and collecting the completed whatever it is thing didn't indicate that. And then this little moment scene thing is actually really fun. This is a pretty classic gag moment. You've got a character, or a girl more particularly, male character has female character unrelated for unrelated reasons inside his room. Female character with whom he has romantic intent approaches, shows up, and is like, what's going on? And it gets all weird. It's pretty fun. And Mirai, just the full freak out that she goes through, where she's like, wait, you don't have any relatives. These are a girl's shoes. You're a fucking pervert. I hate you. And then it goes through all the options, Mitsuki, Ai-chan, which, Nino, and Hiroomi. But, Hiroomi makes sense. And she fully dissociates when she realizes that it's actually Sakura. Just full dissociation, starts counting sheep for some reason. Cool. Solid. And then explanations make sense, all good, and then she's gone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye! I'll see ya at school. Cool. New student joins, very flat, but that's who she is. That's how she is. Peeping Tom, jokes and jokes. Ai is so cute. Her gigantic blue eyes are super cute. Little conversation about goggles. Blah, 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 blah. To make up for her lack of special powers, there's nothing else there. Everyone was saying she seemed hard to approach. One just got to know her. Realized she's not a bad kid. So she, like, finds friends, and a possibility of a normal life appears before Sakura. And this is why I think she's supposed to die. Like, this character who was evil does a full heel face turn over the course of this episode. A full heel face turn from a, like, full Terminator, relentless Avenger type character, like, I'm coming for you, rawr, to, like, I'm just a normal girl, and also, like, we could be friends probably. And then she doesn't die? You bullshit. Bullshit. You can't have characters be happy. Come on. Let's be real. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, flash through some moments. Oh gosh, it's not doing anything. The subs are broken. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. We flash through some moments in the history of Sakura being very, like, solidly generically cute. Just kind of being like, I will make food because that is all I can do. So, you know, her motivation initially was really solid. It was like, there was some envy and stuff there, but she was like, I'll stay to my lane and I'll do the best that I possibly can, which is, like, that's how humans work, you know? Maybe you're really good at math and you're not really good at sports. I'm going to be really good at math. Maybe you're really good at cooking and you're not really good at taking orders at a desk job. Cook a lot. You know, like, Jesus, this is great. That's very cool. And then lines like, that's why neither of us can compare to you. And then we clearly contrast that with this scene, which has a lot of, like, subtext to it, and it's gross. But yeah, those moments have been overwritten in her mind by the whispers of this man boy dude, bro. He's not a bro. He doesn't get bro. End this to Sakura's sake, I know. Rain, 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 rain. Blood, blood. I'm here to fight you. And, man, this is probably, like, my favorite sequence. Not even the fight itself, but the setup for it and the, like, the emotional stakes that are definitely and obviously here. It actually kind of reminds me of, like, the end of a Western film where there's no talking, right? It's just the characters. We know what the stakes are. We know what the problem is. We know what the beef is between these characters. We know why they're fighting. There's nothing to talk about anymore. Just walk to, like, the center of town and get ready for your duel, you know? That kind of a vibe comes through here. Sakura is fully blank-faced because she always is, but Mirai matches her energy here. Like, I'm not going to be able to talk to you. I will fully match your energy. Yeah, let's do this. And with the stuff that's like, these need work. It's in the same realm as, like, the more talented older sibling, and I know that has, like, a lot of implications here, but, like, the more talented elder sibling who understands a lot of these things has their younger sibling who's constantly, like, biting at their heels, trying to catch up or trying to prove themselves worthy or better. And, like, the older sibling is just like, look, I've got years of experience here. You need work. I'll fight you, but you're gonna lose. And that's pretty dope. It's just a super dope vibe here. And the, like, resentment and indignation from Sakura, she's like, no, I can be this powerful, it's really solid. It's really solid, yeah. Okay. Fighting stuff. The fighting stuff itself is always pretty sick in this show so far. It has continued to be pretty fucking sick, and it is. This, like, barrage of bullets that comes from Sakura that then, like, turns into her, like, flashity running in and swinging is pretty fucking dope. All of the blood work is, as usual, super awesome. And this momentum shift is one of the things that I wrote down, because we go from slow-mo to incredibly fast super quickly. Slow-mo into that interim cut. So slow-mo Interim cut is fast, but not that fast, into this wide that really snaps us into the moment as they impact, which is just pretty fucking dank. It's just pretty sick. Yeah, so you solidified it. I'm sure, whatever. I also flippity flappity explodey blood. Yeah, you can cut it, but then it burns everything. It is dangerous. Bye bye. Welcome to the sewers. Sewers! Great location choice. I think that this is a cool place to be fighting. I think it's super dope that she can be like around the bend here. It actually reminds me of, I think the movie is called Double Jeopardy, where he ends up in a bunch of tunnels and there's like a really cool conversation across tunnels. Unless it's called The Fugitive. It's either The Fugitive or Double Jeopardy, and it's got that one actor in it. You know, that one guy. The Fugitive movie. 1993. Harrison Ford. It is The Fugitive that I'm thinking of. Unless Double Jeopardy also stars Harrison Ford. Double Jeopardy, 1999. No, that's a Tommy Lee Jones film. Cool. I am thinking of the Harrison Ford 1993 The Fugitive, which is a very fun film, I think. Yeah, I think. Okay, cool. Driving someone to death cannot be undone. Right, so now we get emotional and like serious about our conversations, and I need to refresh because VLC broke. Hey, I jumped right to it. Cool. I thought I should let you kill me, but I also realized that the Hollow Shadow... I realized something once I killed the Hollow Shadow. Right, the regret would still live on. Mirai's logic here makes so much sense, but she hasn't matured enough to be exhibiting these thoughts. Like, how do I put this? Mirai's argument here, which is, I will not allow you to kill me, not because I don't deserve to die, but because I don't want you to have the weight on your shoulders of knowing that you've killed someone, right? Like, just morally and emotionally, the act of killing me will hurt you more than it helps me. That's an extremely mature perspective from Mirai, given that 2 episodes ago, she was nowhere near that level of understanding of self or self-forgiveness or like recognition of the burden of murder. Like, it's a much more nuanced perspective, and I don't buy that she has come to it on her own. It feels very narratively forced. That said, it's still a really cool perspective and a great moment here, and a great reason for her to be fighting against Sakura. Because otherwise the question is, why doesn't Mirai just let Sakura kill her? Mirai clearly has, like, maybe not a death wish or exactly, but like has enough self-hatred that she would probably welcome death at some point. But she keeps on keeping on, right? Always. This gives like some stuff and some reasons and things for why she would fight against Sakura. It's not saving Yui, but it's sort of like the ability to save the last piece of Yui. And again, that's why Sakura should die, so that we take away that last piece of Yui and send Mirai into a complete existential spiral. That's how stories should work. Why you write the story that I want to see, show? This was all facetious, okay? But like, there's obviously a hint of truth to what I'm saying. Or I should say, like, I'm being just a hint truthful in that what I want to see is a better story. Big Drosselmeyer vibes. I want to see a better story, and I think that like the best story choice that you could make in this moment was to kill Sakura. Prove me wrong, show. Prove me wrong. Show me that Sakura has some value to our series besides being killed right there. Because if she doesn't have value from here on out, if she doesn't provide something, like, should have just killed her. Should have just killed her and taken the weapon back right in front of Mirai. Right in front of Mirai. Make it real clear. Ugh. That would have been so dank. Okay, whatever. We get into it. We shoot some beams and blasts. We get some very cool shots and scenes. This tentacle monster's shit is bullshit. I wrote down a timestamp for this moment because there is a timing on the music that I thought was dope. Yeah, that is sick. That is sick. Bum bum bum. That's really cool. That's really cool. I really like that. Okay, flamey powers, gorgeous effects animation. Bonsai trees don't matter. Gorgeous effects animation, lots of blood, lots of fire. Blood and fire, indeed. Super sick, and then super scary. And sooner or later, it will consume her. I love that shot of her with the backlight of this, like, explosion fire. It's pretty sick. And we see all of this pain and struggle on Sakura's face as she wields this weapon, going in for it, haphazard swings. You won't beat me, though. No, she won't. I'll be frank. You suck. You are fucking weak. And sorry. And then I'll live on as a spirit hunter, both in your stead and in Yui's. And so we see Sakura begin to falter. And then it tries to take over her. She lets her guard down and gives up, I guess. And it tries to consume her fully. Jesus. What would have happened if it did consume her? I don't know. That's terrifying. We don't even know what this thing is. It's very scary. And so our entire motivation shifts. Because Mirai doesn't want to kill Sakura. Mirai wants to save Sakura, right? From this revenge and hatred and rage and grief and all of that stuff, right? They are the two people in this world who share a connection to Yui at all. And there's a chance there. And so there's this instant snap for Mirai as she's like, no, I gotta cut you free. And I think that's pretty sweet. And we see it in Sakura's eyes as she recognizes that Mirai is working really hard to save her. It's pretty fucking cool. Also, this cut from above, super neat. It's just really cool looking. The like after effects of the sword that create those big sweeping slashes are so dope. All right, we stab down. Sakura Shakura. Are you envious of my power? Yes, duh. And we just leave. Bye. Please remain yourself, Sakura. And there's this little moment. And there's that photo, which we see for the first time for realsies. And she made 2 weird little egg salad sandwiches with little fucking... Oh, is this the day that she died? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh. Wait, because she was like, I'll just stay and make food for you. Where was that scene anyway? Oh, okay. I'll be waiting with dinner ready. That's why neither of us can compare to you. You're the best. Yippee dippy doo. Yeah, she was making egg salad. That's what got stuck on her fucking nose. Okay, so those were the sandwiches that she made for the 2 of them to come home, and one of them didn't come home. Ooh! Ow! That hurts. Okay, and then we bookend with these are the memories of a bell. Great. And she runs after her. I lost sight of blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. My heart I knew a long way. Smile. Tilt. Walking. Finally realized that once she showed me that I had a home. Full heel face turn. I was able to decide I wanted to live my life here. Belle, why you no kill her? Why she no die? Would be so perfect. It would be so perfect. Alright, I'm not really into treating children bullshit. It's time for me to retrieve the Hollow Shadow. To what end, sir? To what end? What is your goal? Okay, you need to lose some weight. How unusual. And then a lull is coming, a period of stagnation. And we watch as this fucking sporkle shit covers the entire floor. So that is the boundary? That is the horizon? I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. Interesting episode. I will say, let me stop talking about how I think that something different should be done with the story than has been done with the story. It's fine. As a, like, moment for finding out more about Sakura and this weird, like, sword thing that she's using and demonstrating who the bad guy is and giving us all this setup and creating an ominous vibe once more for something new, this lull that's coming. I mean, lulls are, like, usually that's used in a positive light. It's like, oh, it's a peaceful lull in the waves. It's a lull in the weather or something. This doesn't feel peaceful. This feels very ominous. It feels very scary. So I don't know how to feel about that. But in terms of bringing us back to the overall storyline, this is solid. This is a good episode. Plenty of fighting, some dramatic stakes and stuff, some goofy moments and stuff. I thought the jokes were pretty on point over the course of this episode. The joke with, like, all the AKB CDs getting shattered is solidly fun, and the whole, like, orifice workers or whatever is also hilarious. It's pretty solid. Okay, cool. Now this lull is coming. Izumi seems a little freaked out by it. Mr. Fuckboy has the staff thing, and it has apparently been upgraded to its max, which is going to allow him to do something once he gets the Hollow Shadow back. Which I assume, like, what does that mean? He has to go and find the, like, shard thing of it? No, he stole that, didn't he? He already stole the chunk of the Hollow Shadow, didn't he? All right, we'll figure out what his plan is eventually, and then we'll stop it, because that's how stories work. Cool. I still think that Sakura should have died here. It would have made me so happy. It would have been such good storytelling if she just, like, end of the moment, fully wholesome sequence, monochromatic red, shot through the heart, and asshole association dude is to blame, and you just barely have enough information to have Mirai, like, spiral out into murder. Like, she takes the broken bell from her neck and, like, puts it around her neck and is like, I will carry on and I will defeat this associate. I don't know. Like, that sounds so good to me. Whatever, I'm sure what comes next is going to be fun anyway. Fine. Solid. Cool. I'm going to wrap. Me, Teeaboo. This Kyoukai no Kanata. I hope you've enjoyed it as much or more than I did, and I hope to catch you next week when we watch some more. See you there. Peace.